Good morning. It is October the 4th, and I am Meri at the Meri Atelier. Hello to everybody who's coming in. It's 4:30 my time. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Say hello when you come in so that I can say hello back to you. How did it? Oh, there's Ruth. She's up and at 'em. She's ready to take on this day. Good morning, Ruth. How you doing? All right. Hi, Anne. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you here. Hello, hello, hello. I am ready to take on this day. Oh, you're out the door for work. Well, you have a great day at work. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello to me before you tackle your day. I hope that this starts your day out right. I hope you have a good day at work. It's Thursday. So if you work 5 days a week, you only have 1 day left. Ruth is going thumbs up. Thank you, Ruth. Yeah. So I am ready to tackle my day. Let me put these signs away. I love this sign. I keep saying Janet made this sign for me. I just love it. I use it for my logo, for my welcome sign for my live streams. Perfect. And I keep them in this little scrapbook so that I can find it. I went thrifting yesterday and I got 2 scrapbooks about this size, exactly the same. One still was sealed and the other one had been opened. So I'll be using those. And I also got a big bag of fabric scraps that I'm going to launder. I'm going to start another journal. I'm going to work along with Lisa with her fabric art journal. But that's about a week away yet. What you're looking at here, say good morning. Say good morning when you come in. Some of you are just waking up, though. I understand. I'm having my coffee. I'm having my morning coffee. What you're looking at here is the Dirty Dozen that I did at Aunt Beck's last night, AuntBecsCreations. She does a Dirty Dozen occasionally, and it's been quite a bit occasionally lately. Whoops, I got a paintbrush here. Light shines on it and kind of makes it, it's really a dark napkin. There's some, well, let me show you these napkins. They're really pretty. Judy Umfleet gave me some, hi Rosita. Good morning, good morning. I got these at that liquidation sale and they're so pretty, but by the time you get the other paint on them, they come into the background. But I'm thinking about taking some, I'm going to make tags out of this, and I'm thinking about taking some and just cutting them out. Maybe I'll collage them on a piece of paper and use them as die cuts, you know, cut around it. We'll see. I'm not that far yet. But that's not what I'm going to do first. I'm going to move this. I've got a lot I want to get done this morning. I have a list. I have a list. First thing I want to do is, when we buy our hamburger, we buy it at a place called Custom Pack. And we buy it in a box. You get 20 patties of hamburger. Who's coming in? Rosita says, good morning. Ruth said, very nice. Thank you, Ruth. I'm going to gesso this because I'm going to keep some things in there, and I'll show that to you. But the first thing that I want to do is gesso it. So I'm reaching for my gesso here. I keep in a little, I don't know. I might have to rethink this. But for now, this morning, it doesn't take much, and I want to gesso it right off the bat. I'm just going to gesso, I only have to gesso the top because, well, I might need to gesso the bottom. But I'm not going to worry about the bottom this morning. Hi, Sophia. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Did you make it to Aunt Beck's last night, Ruth? I get involved in those dirty dozens and I lose track of who comes in. Ew, I painted the back of that. And I'm going to have some dirty water this morning. But since I'm going to be painting over this, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I need to empty my water, but I wasn't going to do it at... I throw my yucky water outside in the backyard. Well, it's better than throwing it down the sink, isn't it? But I didn't want to do it at 10 o'clock at night, and I didn't want to do it at 4:30 in the morning. So I'm going to have just a little bit of yucky water this morning, but oh well. You watched last night and you didn't participate. Yeah, sometimes it's relaxing just to watch and kind of participate in the chat. I like to work along with her, though. You never know quite what's coming up. Ooh, this brush really had... I painted the back of that Dirty Dozen black, and of course when you do that with black paint, it gets yucky. But I think that's going to be good enough. Let's go ahead and gesso out the top of this box. It doesn't have to be completely covered because I'll paint over it, but this will get rid of the giant patties keep frozen and the barcode. So it's Thursday. I hope you guys have a productive week. I'll tell you, I'm getting a lot done this week, but it seems like I go from one thing to another, and I mailed out some happy mail yesterday, and I'm getting my Aunt Beck had a swap with ATC Halloween cards, ATCs, and those are ready to mail. I just didn't get them addressed. In fact, I didn't know who I was swapping with till after her chat, because she was talking about it in her chat last night, Aunt Beck was. Well, I think that's about as good as this is going to get, but I'm going to be collaging over it anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. I just didn't want those big letters to show. I might paint over it after it's dry. So I'm going to set that aside to dry. And what I'm going to do, oh, come on, Mary, right here. Jeri is at Recycled Parts for Art, has done her second page in her altered book, and I spilled my coffee. Let's get that wiped up. I spilled it on my drop paper. It's no biggie. I've got a little piece of wire here that needs to be tossed. And while I'm tossing that, my washi falls off on the floor along with my thread. That's the way it goes. Off over to the side here, I've got about a foot of space, and it just, no matter how often I clean it off, it gets messy again. I went to Walmart yesterday. I went thrifting, and I went to Walmart, and I bought me some needles for Aunt Beck's sewing sessions, to do some hand sewing. But that's not what this is for. Hi, Kangaroo Babas. Good morning, good morning. Mary, your coffee has spilled and it's getting under your box. Oh, it got under the box? Oh, it's not too bad. I wiped it up. I should have seen it when you said it, though. Ew. And I get messy fingers. All right. Kangaroo Babas. Welcome, welcome. Everyone just calls me Kanga. Kanga? Am I pronouncing that right, Kanga? Let me have another sip of this coffee. Ew, it's still wet under there. This is just my drop paper. It's kind of ready to be changed. It's just brown craft paper. But it catches all the spills and coffee spills. What I want to do is, this is a novel. I've read it already. I read it last year. I like to read a lot of Christmas novels or in December. And this is a Thomas Kincaid novel. Thomas Kincaid and Catherine Spencer, A Christmas Promise. Well, I've already read this book, so I'm ready to gut it. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be using the cover for, I don't know if I'll make an altered book or if what I'll use the cover for, but I won't toss it. The cover is not important to me this morning. I've just got this book. Come on. I'm at the very last blade here. I just changed it the other morning, and it's ready for a new blade. I just snapped off the last one. I think it was Tuesday morning. It was either Tuesday morning or Friday night. Okay, so here's the cover. Love these book covers. That'll make a nice journal, nice something or other. Maybe I'll do some of my smaller 8.5 by 11 folded in half would fit nice in here. So, but we're not going to worry about that this morning. What we're going to do this morning is catch up with chat. Hi, Marguerite. Good morning. Oh, Ruth is going off to work. Okay, Ruth. Have a great day at work. Hi, Kendra. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kendra does beautiful art. I love your art, Kendra. You do a beautiful job. Rosita and Kendra. And Ruth is heading out. Shelley. Shelley, you're the one who told me that I spilled my coffee. I read your comment, but I didn't realize it was you saying that. Good morning, Shelley, Crafty Mamas. You're up early this morning. What time is it over in Hawaii? Are you on Pacific time? I want to call you international, but you're not, because Hawaii is is a part of us. But you're way off over there in the ocean in the Pacific. So Ruth headed out. Marguerite says good morning from the Netherlands. Oh, where am I? Marguerite, you're going down on my list. You're going down on my list of, I'm going to have to make a better list here of, I got Linda McAllister from the Netherlands and Marguerite Kuhn, K-U-H-N, A-R-G-R-I-E-T. Oh, this pen is about done for. I'm going to toss it. M-A-R-G-R-I-E-T-K-U-A. I just love you international folks in the morning. You make it worth it. Rosita? Rosita, where are you from, Rosita? Are you an international folk? Do I have you on my list? I've got Vicky and Bev and Megs and Sherry and Aristi, Joey and Marilyn and Linda and Josie and Marguerite. Rosita, you're from the Netherlands too? Well, you go down on the list. I'm going to write you down. Rosita, R-O-S-I-T-A. R-O-E-S. T-A. Is that... Oh. L-I-J-A? B-I-E-S from the Netherlands. I love my international folks early in the morning. You make my day. You start me off right. Oh, I-L-J-A. Okay, let me do that again. I-L-J-A. Thank you, Kendra. Got it, Rosita. Take a bigger piece of paper. I will. I need to transfer these. I'm going to have to get a bigger sheet because you guys are... Oh. I'm starting to get quite a list of you. All right. So what I want to do with these, with this text, is Jeri is starting her her recycled arts for parts for art. She's doing a book, an altered book, and she uses text, and I don't have any just plain text torn. And that's exactly what I'm going to do this morning. I'm going to, that box that I painted the lid on. Hi, Azure. You're lurking. Watching you on the TV. You need an international map for names. That's a good idea, Azure. That is an excellent idea. All right, then. I got an atlas, but I don't know if it... Yeah, is it international? It might be. I don't know. I know it's got Canada on it. I'll have to check out that map and see if it's got Europe. I was going to gesso out the pages, but then I noticed that they were countries, and I kind of stopped. Well, I did Canada. Well, that's going to need some... And I'm just going to kind of rip and tear here this morning. Just I can't tell you guys what everything looks like on my desk because I have been working on projects. I've been working on my cards. I've been working on my ATCs. And I've got all this stuff over to the side, and it doesn't matter how many times I clean off that side. It's just like everything accumulates back again. Now, I've read this book, and I don't think anybody else in our house will read it. So, boy, it's well made. They put that together really. They glued it together, but it's well made. It's got that book gauze on the back of it here. It is glued down. Let me tell you, it is glued down. Let's see if I can't pull it out a little here. I don't know what I'd do without these pliers. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Buffering. Come on. Sorry. It's the bane of my online life, is the buffering. Lost all my friends. Now what am I going to do? They're coming back. Sorry, guys. I try to keep an eye on that, but when I get busy working, it seems like it says she's busy. Let's buffer now while she's not watching. I was telling you the story of these pliers, and I don't know how much y'all heard. Yeah, it's a constant problem for me. I think, you know, I want to blame YouTube, and I think YouTube is partially responsible for it. I just don't think that their mobile software works too good with Wi-Fi connections, and we don't have, well, we have a cable, but we don't have it. There's a cable service here, but it's a local one, and they say the internet's really bad on it. So we've got satellite, but they say internet is bad on the satellite, so I'm streaming over the phone. And they say over the phone, streaming over the phone on wireless is the worst thing you can do. So, but that's all I have. So I'm using what I have. But I was telling you the story of these pliers. The mover who moved me from Kentucky to Wisconsin in 2003 it was. Right at the start of the war over there in Iraq. He offered to fix my little corner hutch. The trim was falling off of it. And I think I don't know if he used the pliers for that or what, but he used these pliers and he left them. And I couldn't get a hold of him after that. I was going to say, I'll send you your pliers, because they're nice pliers, and I never could get a hold of him after that. So, but I did, at that time I could afford movers, and I could afford to tip him, you know, so I did leave him a nice tip for all the help. And so I think I paid for the pliers, but that's where I got these pliers, and I really like them. They're nice pliers. I've had them all these years, and I use them in my studio, my atelier, for stuff like this, when I just want to pull this stuff off. This book is well made. It's kind of a shame to tear it apart, but let me tell you, it would probably just sit in some box in some basement and rot. So at least this way I'm using it. And I read it. I know how the story goes. It's got a happy ending. This is a Thomas Kincaid Christmas book. But I'm just kind of deconstructing it, as you can see. I'm deconstructing it. And I'll have this, it's a large print book, so that it'll be kind of nice for text, collage text. Y'all come back in? Thank you. He probably wrote it off as a work expense. Hi, Button. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, he probably did. One set of pliers, $50. Oh, dear. Well, let me tell you, I got $50 worth of good out of them. Where did you live in Kentucky? I lived in Louisville. I had a contract position down in Louisville. It was a year 2K contract position. I was down there from well, I actually was down there twice. I moved down there for a contract position with year 2K for credit card processing. Shh. Credit card processing, they had to update all their year 2K stuff. That was in 1990. I said 98. Yeah, it was 98. And we got that contract done. I worked for about a little over 7 months. And then I got another contract in Indianapolis. And I was in Indianapolis for about a year with an insurance company. And then that contract ended. They were just bringing on, these big insurance companies sometimes don't write in all states. And then when they bring on a new state, they have to update all their systems. So that's where the programmers, at that time in my life, that's where the programmers kind of got their contracts. You go in there and make sure that all of their policies and systems worked for that new state. And so that ended. And right at the end of 1999 and the beginning of 2000, I worked another year down in Kentucky. And then I went from Kentucky to from Louisville to Madison, Wisconsin in 2003. Louisville. I never was an official Kentucky person. Now Jeri saves all this white when she tears off, but I'm not going to save them because, well, you know, this is kind of an extra book. This isn't the book that I'm altering. Let's see, what are you saying? Monique? Monique did a... Who's Monique? Which one of you is Monique? Is that Marguerite? Are you Monique? Somebody said, Sophia said, hey Monique. Oh, Button Addict. Button Addict, you're Monique. Okay. Well, I call you Button. You remind me, your little icon looks like a fun little button. Yeah, Kendra, I live down in Louisville. They have those bridges down there going into Louisville from Indiana. And I go over the bridge from Indiana into Kentucky, and then I kind of lived out on I had a townhouse out on the east side of Louisville. I was down there for a couple years. Long enough. But let me tell you, Madison is where I kind of settled. I really think of Madison, Wisconsin as my second home. My family's here in Nebraska. Let's just tear this. My family is here in Nebraska. But if I were living off by myself again, I'd probably go back to Madison because I don't know, I'm comfortable there. Now I'm going to put these little pieces of text in that box that I gessoed the lid on. Let's catch up with chat. All book lovers, a quaking sound right now. I know, we're just hard on these books when we alter them. I know, but here's the thing, I did read the book and I enjoyed the book, but I don't think, you know, I don't think anybody else here will read the book, and I need something to alter. I need some text pages, so it's going to a good use, all you book lovers. I like to read too, Marguerite. I read a lot. I check my books that I read now out of the library, and I don't alter those. I have to return them. Whose book is it? He died. Thomas Kincaid. Yeah, I think Thomas Kincaid was the painter of light, and I do think he passed away. I found a couple of... Did I buy those? I know I got one of his books, and I was at the thrift, and I was looking at a couple of Kincaid books. I don't think I bought them, though. I think I put them back on the shelf. Oh, I wish I would have bought them. Oh, well, they'll show up again someday if they're meant to be, if I'm meant to have them. Let me see, I was catching up with you. Yeah, his stuff was overproduced en masse. Nothing is worth anything except his originals. Well, but his books are good to alter. You know, that's kind of that way for a lot of stuff in the 90s. I was reading about those Longaberger baskets have really lost their value. You used to pay $150, $200 for some of those Longaberger baskets. And now, I was reading that they've really lost their retail value. I don't even know if that company is... They had that big, in Ohio, that big building, their home office shaped like a basket. Are they still in business? I don't know. But they were big. Well, the Disney Kincaid kits are worth a lot, but that's mainly because of it being a Disney product that had limited release times. That's a good point, Button. Cross-stitch kits, yeah. Yeah. Thomas Kincaid. Oh, Kendra, you live 3 hours from Louisville? Oh, what town do you live in? 3 hours from Louisville. takes you into Indiana North. Probably northern Indiana. It was about an hour drive, well, a little over an hour from Louisville up to Indianapolis. Now, I lived in Indianapolis, too. I worked a contract there, and I liked living there, too, but it's a little bit larger than Madison, and it's, you know, just a little bit too large for me. But I worked a contract there. It was for an insurance company, but I didn't work at the insurance company. I worked for a consulting firm that was doing work for the insurance company. Well, in fact, they were doing work for State Farm Insurance. Those were the days. Those were the days, my friend. But you know, I'm happy to be back here now in Nebraska. It was a little bit of an adjustment for me coming back here because this is a smaller area, smaller town. I grew up in Nebraska, but there are no programming jobs around here that are mainframe. I mean, the big companies are often larger cities, and a lot of that mainframe programming's gone the way of the Thomas Kincaid books. Art, you know, it had its place in its time, and yeah, I was thinking about it. You wouldn't want, as much as I enjoyed my job and enjoyed what I was doing, you don't want your culture, you know, even though the job opportunities became less and less and less as the newer networking and all this Java and C++ and whatever it is now, all that new stuff comes in. You want the new stuff to come in. You want the growth, technological growth. I mean, when I worked as a programmer, there was no streaming live on mobile. I didn't even have a cell phone then. I'd do all this driving across the states all by myself. I wouldn't do that today. Of course, it was still kind of safe. You had to be careful. But I didn't carry a cell phone. Now I don't go any place without that cell phone. It's a computer in a pocket, almost. Let me catch up here. Kimberly. Good morning, Kimberly. 557. Button says she's Monique. Kimberly says good morning. Sophia says hi, Kimberly. I'm catching up with chat here. Button says she answers to pretty much anything, and Sophia said those are dangerous words. Oh, Amy. Amy's Colorful Creations. You live in Madison? Well, hi, Amy. I moved from Madison, Wisconsin. Now, do you live in Madison, Wisconsin, or Madison, Indiana, or do you live in Madison, Wisconsin? Well, I moved from Madison in early 2016. I think it was May, around May. I moved back to Nebraska. Kind of forced to. But Madison, if I had to pick a second home, which hopefully I won't have to, I would pick Madison, Wisconsin. I liked living there. I liked the shopping. I just liked the overall atmosphere of the town. I felt very safe there. I did not, you know, when you're in a larger city and you're alone, you don't feel totally safe. So Amy's Colorful Creations, welcome if you're still in here. I'm catching up the chat. Wisconsin is nice, but, wait. But the winters are not fun. Well, let me tell you, the winters really are not that bad, or they haven't been. Now, in northern Wisconsin, they're a little bit worse. But down in Madison, in the southern part of Madison, I mean the southern part of Wisconsin, the winters aren't even any worse than sometimes in the years that I lived there. Sometimes they were having worse winters down in Texas than they were up in Madison. Now that's not a rule, but I think northern Wisconsin, after you get past the middle part of Wisconsin, you get more up toward Canada, you get a little bit more cold weather, but I don't think Madison's weather was that bad, to tell you the truth. Not when I lived there, but you know, it probably comes and goes. Weather is weather. All right, I'm trying to catch up with chat here. You talk a lot while destroying those expensive books. It wasn't an expensive book. I got it at the, well, actually, I think this book was sitting around the house here when I'm staying with my older brother. His, for those of you who don't know me, his significant other passed away about, well, it's been about 4 years ago now. And he was living alone, and I needed a place to stay. And he said, "Don't live on the street, Meri." He said, "I got a big house here. Come and live down here." So he doesn't get up at 4:30 in the morning. And it just worked out really kind of nice for both of us because, you know, I kind of help around here, and you know, he's my big brother. I think a lot of him. He's just, I told him once, I don't tell him all the time because, you know, but I told him once, well, right after his significant other passed away, I said, you know, I said, you'll always be my big brother. And I kind of think, you know, after she passed away, I think he kind of lost his purpose, sort of, you know, lost, because, you know, she was his, they lived together, you know, and, you know, it's kind of, when you lose somebody close like that, and I think it's just helping out his sister is a good thing for him, and he's been, I was saying my thank yous this morning that I have a roof over my head, because I don't have an income now. I'm fully retired. I'm retirement age. So, but yeah, he's given me, this room that I'm working in with all my art stuff, he said, you just take over that room, you know, and so I did. I still leave some of his stuff up. He made pop can art. He makes airplanes out of like Coke cans. And he's quit doing it, but boy, he did some really nice things. And I can't get him back to doing it. He said, I'm done with it. He used to sell them on eBay, but he gets so disgusted. He said they have to pay as much for the shipping as I charge for the pop can art for the airplanes. So he's kind of stopped doing that, but he's got a whole bunch of them out here. And he's got more in storage. He said he's got 300 or 400 upstairs in the spare room. And I said, well, we should sell them at a craft sale. And he agrees, but we never seem to get it done. So, what's going on here? I try to catch up again. You're way ahead of me. Amy said she was just listening and heard me say Mad City. Madison is a good place to live. Better to reuse them than end in a landfill, Button said. She's talking about my book. Marguerite said my house should be too full without the library. Kimberly, Sophia. Yeah, we were talking about the Longaberger baskets. They were expensive back in the 90s, 1990s. And we're talking about reusing and repurposing rather than going into a landfill. Beanie Babies. Azure, yes. Believe it or not, I do have some Beanie Babies in storage. Up in Madison. I still have some of my things in storage up in Madison because I couldn't move it all down when I moved. And it's just as good now for me to leave it in storage because I'd have to put it in storage down here. I'd have to move it, pay to move it, and then pay to find another storage unit. And I go, well, I'm not quite ready yet, but I might run up there sometime, I don't know, probably next spring, and bring down some things that, like I've got an electronic die cutter, I've got a couple of sewing machines. Of course, I got my $5 sewing machine now, and really all I want them for is for crafting, except for my nicer machine. But Aunt Beck is doing her sewing sessions, so who knows? She might get me started sewing. Let's see. Good morning. Hi, Eva. Eva, I'm way back in chat, but I see you came in. Good morning. She said she can't sleep. She found a book Saturday Evening Post that she wants to copy and use them in a book. Cool. Norman Rockwell. Well, you know what, though? There was another artist that did art for the Saturday Evening Post. I was reading about him in one of the art magazines. I don't know his name, though. But he and Norman Rockwell both did Saturday Evening Post illustrations. Don't you have paper boxes, too, to recycle stuff like papers? Are you talking about, like, recycling... like a recycling center, like all of our newspapers, we stack them up. And I do use newspapers in my art, but you can't use the daily newspaper all the time because it's like 3 feet high, and we stack them up and we recycle them. Kendra says you live in Letcher County. Letcher County. I'm going to have to look that up. I don't know all the counties in Wisconsin. Oh, in Kentucky. Oh, Kendra. I'm thinking Wisconsin. I'm getting you two mixed up. Oh, in Kentucky. Okay. What is that? It's Bowling Green. That's south of Louisville. I went down there once. I did not travel around Kentucky an awful lot. I couldn't find... I went to Lexington off on a day trip kind of thing because I always wanted to see what Lexington, Kentucky. There's some really pretty country in Kentucky, let me tell you. Bluegrass country. Not all cities are housing complex. I have no recycling at all around there. Oh, really, Button? Yeah. Oh, you grew up in Sun Prairie, Amy? Amy, I lived in Sun Prairie. I actually I moved up in 2003 for a contract position to Wisconsin. And I lived out in the Cottage Grove area, well, right on the very east edge of Madison. And it wasn't in Cottage Grove, but it was on the way to Cottage Grove, right on the east edge of Madison. And then I lived up in Sun Prairie. I moved up to Sun Prairie because it was closer to where I was working. And I moved from an apartment into a townhouse. And I was there for about 3 or 4 years. And then I moved out to the western side of Madison because the people who owned the townhouse had a beautiful home. And they said, we'll never rent out that, we'll never move back into, they had lived in that townhouse before they bought their home. And they told me, when I moved in there, that, you know, they wouldn't be wanting to move back. And so I took them at their word. Well, eventually they wanted to move back, so I had to find another place to stay. I loved that townhouse. That was just the right size for me. It had enough of space. You know, I did not feel cramped in it. I loved that living there. But, so I moved out to the west side of Madison, and I lived there in the Middleton area. Well, my address was Middleton, but I kind of lived West Madison. And I live there until I come back to Nebraska. But I love living there. All right. You grew up in Sun Prairie. Hi, Eva. Everything can be recycled at the moment. Shops get too paid for too much plastic. Cannot be found. Find the good word. Oh, that's okay. Yep, and close to everything. Yeah, but winter, brr. Well, you know, I do think that the weather that I experienced in Madison was not any colder than what we experience here in Nebraska. It gets pretty cold here in Nebraska, too. In fact, I was complaining the other day that the trees weren't turning yet. I'm back. Sorry, guys. I hope you don't mind me just chattering away while I'm working. I was talking about Sun Prairie to Amy. She lives in Madison. Well, let's see. Trying to catch up with you guys. We're talking about recycling. Oh, Marguerite's off to do some other things. Bye, Marguerite. You're probably long gone, but thanks for stopping in. Yeah. Yep, dumping in the ocean. I don't know. Azure says, I have some here, too. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Beanie Babies. Yeah. Eva says she has family in Kentucky. Oh, 33rd. Good morning. Good morning, 33rd. Welcome, welcome. My New York lady. My uptown girl. Sun Prairie is so big now. Yeah, Sun Prairie almost grew around me in the few years that I was there. They, that main road through Sun Prairie, out on the west side, they resurfaced that road. Really kind of nice, but I was up there. When was I up there? I don't think I went back since I come down here, but I was on that road once, and I lived out on the northwest side of Sun Prairie. And I can remember driving down that road and thinking what a nice job they did on that main road that goes through Sun Prairie. Didn't they have a big fire or explosion or something downtown Sun Prairie just here recently? I saw it on the internet. I'm only about halfway through these. I'm not going to bore you guys by doing all the rest. I've still got all these to rip up. But I'll do that later. I'm getting tired of ripping anyway. I'll do this one and then stop. Because we got other things to do too, Mary. I'm getting tired of watching you tear the margins off of your pages. Now, I don't usually do this, but I saw Jeri doing it in her page one video, and I thought, well, I'm going to do that. That'll, you know, I took, you know, now you're seeing me tear up this one book. But here, when I was cleaning out earlier this year, I took 13 grocery sacks of books around, and there's more around here, to Goodwill. 13 grocery sacks full of books that, you know, were not being used and everything. And I said, why don't we just take them and donate them? Maybe somebody will get some use out of them. I can't alter all of them. Now I'm going to do something with the top of this. You can still see the text, but it's gessoed out enough that I can work over it. I'm going to put this text in here. But let me trying to catch up with all your chat. Yeah, for you West Coasters, you have to be early birds, Eva's saying. The leaves are starting to turn in Madison. Hi, Lori Loves Montana. Welcome, welcome. I'm really behind in chat. Good morning, Lori. Oh, I'm up with you now, I guess. All right. So I just kind of want to loosen up these pages as I put them in there a little. Because I tear them in a bundle, but they need to be, so when I start reaching in, I can get, yeah, so I don't tear up all my books. I took, like I said, we donated earlier this year 13 grocery bags of books, just books, to the Goodwill. And some other stuff that needed to be donated. And we could probably go through some more. My brother likes to read. I check books out at the library for him. He likes to read. We have different tastes. He loves all these mystery novels. And I'm more of a historical novel. I don't mind a mystery novel, but I get tired of reading about all the murders. So I kind of like historical novels because I like learning. I love history. And I like a story too. I like the story centered around a historical time period. So I like easy reading novels, not romantic ones so much. I'm not too much into I don't mind a little romance, because there's always a little romance thrown into every novel someplace. But I don't read romance novels for the sake of romance. I don't mind reading about romance getting tucked into a historical novel someplace. I don't mind that. But I'm a historical novel person. Thank you, Button. She said, I loved your glue book page the other day. You know, that glue book page, I'm going to start working in that Recycled Parts for Art book that I did that glue book page in. I'm going to start working in that because I was telling Jeri, I said, I don't know if I can wait to do your next journal page. I'm going to have to do some more. And she said, well, you might need to get another book. So I was looking through where I keep my journals, and I found this one, that Recycled Parts for Art journal that I did my glue book page in. I found it, and I said, well, I should work in that. So I'll be doing more in there. Well, the Derby is in Louisville. Isn't the Kentucky Derby is in Louisville? Isn't it? Of course, you guys, Kendra, you know Kentucky better than I do, but Kentucky Derby Day was a big thing down there. And the Louisville Bat, the consulting firm that I worked for down there, had their office right across the street from the big Louisville Bat. I didn't work there, but I had to go down there on occasion. So I would walk right by the big old Louisville Bat. I didn't even know it was there till somebody mentioned, Mary, did you see the bat? I'm going, what bat? There's a bat? I said, how could you miss it? It's 5 stories high. I didn't notice it. I'm not a sports person. They just shake their head. So much for that. They go, oh. But I did enjoy, like, I went to the Kentucky State Fair one year, and I wandered into the barn where they were riding, the young girls were riding their horses. Oh my goodness. And I happened to walk by some of those horses while they were getting ready. I was just wandering around, probably where I shouldn't be. All those horses are beautiful animals. Because, you know, even though I live in Nebraska and I live out in the country, I don't see a lot of horses up close. I'd love to get up close to one and sketch them. And of course, those horses are horses that they ride for show, and they take they take care of the horses. And when they're, of course, showing them at the fair and riding them at the fair, they're even more primed, you know, dressed up. Beautiful animals, just beautiful animals. I'd love to paint and sketch them in real time. They probably wouldn't hold still for me. Oh. I know I'm boring you guys, but hey, I'm getting some text done so that when Jeri reaches into her text box again, I'll have some. So she probably won't do it for a while. But I need some for the page that I'm going to do in my history book. Because that's, and she used a brown paper bag for the first page, and she used text blocks for the second page. So, and I'm just kind of separating them here so that it will, so that I can just reach in and pull them out. All right, let's catch up with chat. Yeah, Kentucky's beautiful country. Yep. Hi, Marilyn Greenway. Welcome, welcome. Have I seen you in here before, Marilyn, or are you a newbie to us? Well, welcome anyway. Good morning. Good morning to everybody who's come in. You guys make my morning. I was thinking that, you know, I enjoy doing art early in the morning because the house is quiet and I get a lot done. But I enjoy seeing you. I enjoy seeing all you guys come in, and even if you can't stay, I mean, a lot of you are getting ready for work or getting ready to start your day, but you come in and you say good morning to me. I go, what a great way to start your day with friends. Yeah, Eva says, I enjoy chatting with, she's talking to Ruby. She says, I love meeting people from all over, learning about different cultures and area. Eva's got it down. Yes, she does. I feel like that too. You're having cog fog this morning. Mary, are you getting ready to work on your houses page? Yes, I am, Eva. I am getting ready to work on the second page that Jeri did for Recycle Parts for Art. She's altering a book, and several of us are following her. She said she's going to try to get her videos out every Wednesday if she can. And she was feeling so bad about the noise in the background. But I'm going, you know, don't feel bad because you can't control that. And it's your life happening around you. I think that, you know, it bothered her a lot. But I don't think it didn't bother me at all. You know, so. But now, I get annoyed too when the TV is going while I'm doing a video. I just turn it on to fast forward when that happens, and that will automatically block out all the sound. But it's really just life happening around you. It's your life. And they're remodeling the house. I think they're putting an addition on next to her studio. She's got a beautiful studio. Oh my goodness, I wish I had all her room. But she's altering a book, and several of us are following along with her. I'm trying to use her techniques. Like, I don't usually collage with text pages or paper bags. But since she's doing it, I'm going to do it. And I usually don't do little houses and stuff like that in my art. But since that's what she's doing, I'm going to do it. And because there we go. So, let me take another gulp of my coffee. It's probably getting cold. I spilled a little of it this morning. So I think I'll catch up with chat here. Yeah, the noise doesn't bother you, Eva? It's almost lunchtime where you are, Sophia. Sophia, do I have you on my list? I have to check. I've got to. Where are you at, Sophia? I don't think I have you on my list either. I don't have you on my list, Sophia. Where are you at? If it's lunchtime, are you? What part of the world are you in? Are you in the Netherlands too? Button says she's awake in pain. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Button. Monique. You're in the UK. Okay, Sophia is in the UK. All right, my international list is growing. Azure says, only noise that bugs me is smoke detectors beeping chirps. Absolutely, Azure. I'm right with you there. You cannot turn those things off. You can beat it with a bat and it's still chirping at you. Monique says, I'm in an apartment complex, so we have all sorts of annoying noises. Yeah, that's life happening around you, Monique. Kendra says, I'm going to try and do Jeri's book, but I have to get a book. I went through all my books and I don't have one. You know, I had to really look for a book that was stitched too. But Jeri said that she's going to do one where the pages are glued in, a technique that you can use. But yeah, I went through a lot of books before I found the book that was stitched. And then I didn't know it was stitched until I thought it was just glued really good. But it's stitched, and when I started taking pages out, I'm going, oh, there's thread in here. Okay, I'm up with chat. Let me put my pen back. I'm going to have to make me an international list. Okay, let's set this aside and let's get out the book. Yes, I'm going to work in it. I'm going to work in it. Now, I might have to put my text off of my desk while I'm working because I need room. So this is the first page that I followed Jeri's technique of using lunch bags. Now, the only thing that Jeri does that I don't do is, like, she glued 5 pages together. I can't bear gluing these pictures together. I can't bear it. There's just too much history in here that's, you know, so, no, I won't be gluing. I will not be gluing 5 pages together, even though I ripped a lot of pages out of this book, and I might rip some more out. There's no way that I'm going to glue 5 pages together. So that's the one technique that Jeri's doing that I'm not, because just about every couple pages has a picture. Now, I tore out all the colored ones, because I wasn't about to glue those together either, and I thought, well, I can use them as fussy cuts maybe in here. So this is all about houses and community. Now, maybe I can find a page like this that has buildings on it and use that in the background. Or maybe I should just go for... See, there's no way I'm going to glue those. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but... Or maybe I should just go for plain text. But I'm collaging text down. Some of these pages are already starting to stick together. I like that. Ooh, love this. Love this picture. Kings and Queens. The Chartres, C-H-A-R-T-R-E-S Cathedral. Chartres are... See, I want to sit and read about this. I'm looking for a good page. Ooh, I like that. But see, I don't want to glue text on all of that. So I want to find one. Yeah, I have to get inspired. I have to get inspired with a good page to work on. Ooh, the skin of our teeth. So I worked kind of in the center, so maybe I'll go back toward the back here. I saw one with Thomas Jefferson in here that I'm going to save out for something special. Right in here. This is all about Thomas Jefferson. I'm going to do something special with him. So, I think these have buildings on. Ooh, I love that. I might work on this page. There's got a building there. It's got. I was thinking I could use the buildings in the background. This is all. Ooh, I like this too. I like this. Alright, I think I'm going to work on this page. What are you guys seeing? What are you seeing? Yeah, you're seeing it pretty good. Alright, let's see if I can catch up with chat again. Talking about using a glue book. A book that has glued. Kendra says she may have to do that. Which channel is this you are referring to? Oh, Jeri. Sophia, it's Jeri Bellini at Recycled Parts for Art. Let's see if I can go to her channel here. Jeri, are you here? Jeri, J-E-R-I. Bellini, B-E-L-L-I-N-I. Let me bring it up closer here and I'll show you, Sophia, if you're watching. Now, I'm not subscribed to her on this account because I don't watch art videos on this account. This account that I'm on is special, so when I go live, I come in and watch myself. But here, it's Recycled Parts for Art, Jeri Bellini. And she is doing an altered book series. I can't expand this. So this is her page 2, and she did a page 1, and I think she did an introductory one too. Altered book series tutorial. I think she has a playlist, altered book tutorials. That's the one right there. She's got 3 videos. Okay, Sophia. She said she got it. Now let me go back to, yeah, this channel that this account that I'm watching, that I'm using, I use it just to watch my live streams. I don't watch a lot of videos on this account. But I do use it to go back in. I go back in. I go to other channels, like if I'm watching somebody or if I want to refer to something like I just did. Let me go back to live chat. Okay, Sophia's got it. Let's see. What did I leave off? The pictures are too nice to waste. Yeah. Eva says she only glues 2 pages together. I can't bear to glue pages together. I just can't do it. Oh. Yep. Monique says the pictures are too nice to waste. I agree. Sophia says she found it and subbed. Yeah, Jeri Bellini does a lot of recycled. She goes to a lot of flea markets, and she does have an Etsy store. So she sells a lot of the things that she finds at flea markets. She finds some really neat things, and she sells them in her Etsy store. She's probably got a link to it on her channel. I noticed your beautiful green summer looking lawn area. You must be talking to somebody else. I keep losing this cord. I have to keep this phone plugged in because it's an old one and the battery loses power. Kimberly says her brother is visiting. We have a forced family fun. That's funny. Oh, are you talking about Jefferson? You went to his home, Eva? He was a great inventor. I'd love to visit his home. I'd love to visit. Now, I've been to Washington, D.C. I've been to the Smithsonian. But I've been to like Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. But I miss a lot. I'd love to visit the Mount Vernon and Monticello. And there's a lot of historical places. Mary, you need to give Thomas Jefferson a bowl of mac and cheese. Oh, Esther, you have such a sense of humor. Lori says her brother had a knee replacement yesterday. He's 14 years older. He took a selfie when he's still groggy. It's hilarious. Oh, knee replacement. Well, I hope that... I cringe thinking about those things. You know, I hope I never have to do the hip replacement, knee replacement, heart thing. But I hope he gets well, Lori. I hope that helps him. Lori, I'm waiting on insurance to get your knees replaced. You guys are braver than me. I don't want anybody cutting into me. I shy away from those things. All right. Oh, hi, Galena. Galena, I'm way back. I'm way back in chat, trying to catch up with everybody. Good morning, Galena. How's your little one this morning? Galena has a darling, sweet little girl, right, Galena? I think so. Yeah, sweetie pie. Monique says it keeps going cold in the 40s and back up to the 70s. Yes, Monique, it does that here. It was really warm yesterday. It was cool all last week and rainy. And then yesterday it got up into like the 70s and 80s. And I've got the fan on this morning. Sophia says her dad had both knees done. Had them both done together at the same time. But at least it's done. He knows people have had one done and just don't get the second one done. Huh. Lori says he's a Vietnam vet and it took him years to get disability. He's 69 now. Was hit with Agent Orange twice. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Lori. I'm so sorry for that. Man, Agent Orange stuff. What they do. What they do. Kimberly557 says, good morning, Kimberly Ray. So we got two Kimberlys in here now. Good morning, Kimberly. Yeah. Eva says, God bless him, Lori, and I agree. Who are you calling Mac? M-A-C-K. Who's Mac? Am I missing somebody? Who is Mac? Catch me up. My brother is doing a second one in January. Talking about knee replacement. Oh, Lori's going to get ready for her day until she leaves for work. Have a great day, Lori. Weekend's coming. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, Mac, you're calling Lori Mac. No, she's saying goodbye to... Is Button Mac? I thought Button was Monique. I'm confused. Galena says her little one is doing good. Hi and bye to Galena. Good morning, Galena and Sweetie Pie. Oh, she has an ear infection? Oh, you know, I think I got something. My ears, lately in the last couple weeks, it feels like I got a swimmer's ear. And I don't know, you know, I'm kind of wary because I wear those phone earbuds all the time, and it's my left ear. And I can tell, you know, I'm going, maybe I got earwax packed in there, but I've cleaned it out, and I can't, you know, I can't find anything. But it just happened in the last month or so. Maybe I'm losing my hearing. Kendra says, I had knee surgery and it was one of the biggest mistakes she ever made. My legs are so weak. I have no balance, so I have to use a wheelchair when I go out. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kendra. But Kendra, you do beautiful art. Let me tell you, Kendra does. She sent some of the most pretty painty papers to me. And that's something else I want to do. I got that painty paper swap is all done now, and I want to make a painty paper journal. Yeah, Galena's in here. Galena and her little one. Sophia, Mac, because my... Oh, are you Mac, Safina? Because my name on Ustream was Sharmac. Going now. Okay, Sophia is Mac. Bye, Sophia. I'll never keep track of you. Thanks for stopping by. You're giving you the big head. You deserve a big head when it comes to your art, Kendra, because you do beautiful, beautiful work. You do beautiful work. And you sent out all those beautiful postcards. Oh, my goodness. Of course, I think everybody in in Lisa's groups are really the ones that I'm following now as far as swaps. I can't do a lot of swaps, but I enjoy those too. And they keep me busy, but I watch all the posts and I just ooh and ah over everything. Let's see, I'm done with this ruler, so I can get rid of that. I'm done with the pliers. I'm not quite done with the knife, but I'm going to put it away for now. I'm going to collage down some of those text pages. So let's get out my glue pot. Oops, put wax paper over my phone. Mary, there is not enough time in the day for all your projects. That's true. That is true. You guys keep me busy. They keep me busy. They keep me busy. But I'm having fun. It keeps me, you know, I like to stay busy. I do like to stay busy. I'm doing Inktober. I'm not going to bore you guys with doing an Inktober here. I'll do it in a unlisted live. And I figured out on my unlisted lives, I'm going to try to keep them under a half an hour. I don't know if I can. But I figured out that I can, on my phone, I can download that video, of course. And I can edit it on my phone, and I can edit out all those when it falls and does a, you know, lose the data connection thing. I can edit those out. So, but what I like about doing unlisted lives, I'm going to call them project streams. What I like about them is that I don't have to go into like my movie maker and do all that processing. It takes hours to do that. But I can download it and on my phone edit out the part that you know falls, and then I can convert it to HD and put it up, and I can do that fairly easy. So that's what I think I'm going to do. But I'm going to do my Day 4 Inktober as an unlisted live today. So I'm just going to collage down. I'm going to leave these buildings in the background because they're going to be part of the community. I'm going to use them. I like now this, Jeri didn't. She covered her entire page. But since this is a history book, and I like history, actually she did go across the margin here, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to incorporate some of these pictures into my pages. Like I can, community, of course, now this won't be a part of my community, because I don't live in, I think this is Rome. The Vatican, I think. But I'm going to incorporate some of these pictures into my page that I'm doing. Let me catch up again here. Keeps you off the streets. It does, Kimberly. It keeps, you know what it does though, really, Kimberly? It keeps me out of the stores. Yeah, I'm a big shopper. I love to shop. But since I started doing so much streaming and YouTube videos and that, and I always did art, but since I work so hard on my videos and everything, I don't do so. I like to go thrifting. And I used to, when I could afford it, when I was still working full-time, I could afford to go to antique stores and flea markets and all of that. I can't afford that so much now. But it keeps me, it didn't keep me away from that liquidation sale, though. I was there again yesterday. Boy, I'll tell you, they are liquidating. It's 75% off now, but there's a lot of the craft stuff is gone. I picked up some felt sheets because I needed some felt, and so I picked up some felt sheets. I'll put that down here, I think. I'll trim that off. Yeah, let's put that here. And what else did I get yesterday? I was out on a little shopping trip yesterday. I had to go to the post office, mail off some things. I went to Walmart and got some paint. And I like to get that. I get it at Walmart. It's Neha cardstock. You can get it in, it's a bright white. I like using that when I do my stamping. Actually, I learned that from Gina Ahrens. And ever since she told me what she used, I go, well, I'll get that. I can get that at Walmart because it's local. So I needed some more of that. What else did I get? Got some other things at Walmart. Some paint. I needed some big bottles of black paint. So what I'm doing here today is just gluing in the text. I probably won't put the houses on here today. I kind of want to move on and do some other things. What else did I want to do? I made a list. I'll have to check my list. Oh, I want to cut up that, I want to cut my tags out of the Dirty Dozen that we did last night. I want to do that. And Beck said, I told her in chat last night that I was going to do tags with my Dirty Dozen. And Beck said, why are you doing tags? I'm going, I'm doing it for the fun of it. I'll have them. I'll have them. I will have them. But I kind of want to use up things. I got some die cuts that I want to use up. Some Tim Holtz things. Because if you use them up, then you can buy more. I love using the Tim Holtz dies. I just like those butterflies and some of his... I don't like the nail ones so much. I get tired of seeing airmail on everything. But I kind of like his ephemera dies. They're sturdy enough. They're sturdy enough that I like using them on my cards and on my ATCs. And I meant to go to the library yesterday, and I drove right by it. I went to the post office, and I was 10 miles out of town before I realized I forgot to go to the library. I want to make some copies of my gargoyles. My Halloween ATCs are going to have gargoyles on there. And I was going all through my fussy cuts looking for my gargoyles. I'm going, I might have to look in some history or art books to find my gargoyles. But I found them, and I wanted to make some copies of them. So, I can still have one more ATC to make. So I can still send out my ATCs, because Aunt Beck put me in a group of 3, including me. So I only have to send out 2. And I actually have 2 of them made, so I just want to make one more. Let's put this up here. I'm just about done with this, and then we'll move on. Because I'll just let this air dry, and then I'll come back with the houses and everything. I'm going to leave these big churches in the background, although we don't have churches like this in my community, but that's okay. I read about them. They're part of my life because I read about them. I don't want to cover them up. All right. I should draw a church on here. I should draw because I was confirmed in a Lutheran church. A red brick Lutheran church. Maybe that's what I'll do. And then I'll put the houses around. Maybe make a little small town block. You know, maybe the church and maybe the general store, the post office, maybe a couple of houses in the community down here. Throw some people in there. You gotta have people. So, that's done. I think I'm gonna cut my tags out next. How long have I been on here? What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. Hello to everybody who's come in and put up with all the lagging and buffering and incessant chatter. Let's kind of take this and there we go. So, I'll show you I was working on my tags the other day. I'll show you my gargoyle tags. My ATCs that I got done. Let me put this aside. Let it dry. Let's see, my gargoyles are over here. I got 2 of them done. So I just want to make another one. Here are my gargoyles. Aren't they fun? So these are one goes to Barb in Canada. She's a swap partner, and Becky is my other swap partner. So those are going out to Barb and Becky. And then I'm going to make me one, because I have to have one. I still have to stamp on the back. Maybe I'll do that now. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, hold the phone. Did I put yeah. I'm looking for my Penelope eraser stamp. Oh, let me tell you, I need to clean off this side of the desk. It's getting pretty. Let's zoom in a little. Aren't these gargoyles fun? Aren't they fun? I'm going to look for more of them when I do my fussy cutting like in the history books, because the history books usually have a chapter on architecture. And of course, gargoyles were, they put them on buildings. They're architectural elements, and they look creepy, but they're there to, in that day, I want to say the Renaissance. I'm not sure if they did that in the Renaissance, But they're there to protect the building from bad things. That's what the gargoyle is there for. So let's kind of stamp one of these off here, since I'm going to paint my desktop anyway. Well, let me see. Let's do a little stamping in this book cover. Let's get my stamp in. I want to make sure that it's inked up good. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Eva said, word off evil spirits. Sorry, I buffered. I lost the data connection. Downtown Chicago has a lot of buildings with gargoyles. I did not know that, Button. Now I have to go in and draw. Let's find a pen to draw with here. I have to go in and draw her left eye. I should carve me another Penelope stamp. And I'm standing up here, so I have to sit down, but this is in my book. Draw her eye. I think it's going to be good. Now, let me sit down to stamp. Maybe I'll just leave it here like this. And I'm just going on the back, you know, because I did these on the back of some sort of sheet of paper. Oh, it was a Dirty Dozen. And so I got stuff like that. I'm going to leave that. Maybe I'll put my stamp up there. I don't know, though, because then I might get it in the wrong place. I'll put my stamp over here. So let's see what happens here. I get out my other gargoyle, I put him in my purse. I put him in my purse because I was going to go to the library and make copies, because I want some copies of them. I was hunting through all my fussy cuts yesterday. I think I found 3 more. But they're pretty dark. They're pretty dark. But if I fussy cut them out, then I'll, I think I can still use them because the background is dark. There we go. Now, let's take care of her eye. Yeah, this was one of the first Penelope eraser carvings that I did, and I was still learning how to stamp, and I kind of tore out her left eye there accidentally, so I have to draw it in, but she's still pretty. She's still a pretty gal. There we go. And then I'll go ahead and document everything later. But they're the gargoyles. These are going to go out. They'll probably go out, well, today's Thursday, and it may not go out till next week, depending on when I can get to the post office again. So fun to do these. I'm not a Halloween person, but these worked for me because they're architectural. So, the next thing that I want to do, let's put this away. The next thing that I want to do, and I was thinking, oh, you should see this desk. It's a mess. It's a mess. Let me put the lid on this. I think it goes on the, does it go on the inside? Yeah, I think they go on the inside here. Yeah. I told my brother, I said, because he usually throws these boxes away, and I said, don't throw them away. I'll use them. So now he's saving me all the hamburger boxes. We buy these at a butcher store. I have a local butcher. Meat store. I want to cut tags, and I think I'm going to make my tags 6 1/4 by... For those of you who didn't see, this is the Dirty Dozen that I did in the Aunt Beck's Live. And all these diagonal lines, that's all glitter glue. This is all silver glue, glitter. I really do like that. In real life, it's a lot more shiny than what you see. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure. Of course, I'm going to have to touch up here. I painted the back black, but my tags are going to be 6 1/4. Let me measure this. Of course, it's 18 inches. I need to do my arithmetic. Let's see. 18 inches. I think I'll do it 2 is it 2 1/4 or 2 3/4? 2 1/4 is kind of small. 2 3/4. 2 3/4 into 18. Well, I'm just going to take 3 into 18. That'll go 6 times. So I can get six tags this way. And we'll make it 3. I don't get rid of that. Make it simple. And then this side is 24 inches. And so here I can do 6 inches. I can do 4. So I can do 4 this way and 6 this way. And I need something white to show up on here. Hold it a sec. Hold it a sec. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just enough to mark it. I got it in here somewhere. Here. So if I do 6 across that way, I have to go mark it at 9 inches. I'm going to cut this in half so I can cut it with my trimmer. So 9 inches this way. 1, 2, 3, 9. Right in there. And let me move my coffee before I spill it. Before I spill it. We don't want to spill it. I haven't had a chance to work on Pierre. I was shopping yesterday, so you saw where Pierre, I haven't done any more from the last time that you've seen him. And I haven't done any more to the little skunk. Like I said, I was shopping yesterday. Tired me out. All that shopping. And I have to go every now and then. Every now and then. And that liquidation sale is... Well, I picked up some more paint. They sell their Deco Arts Americana paint retail. They were selling it at like $2 a bottle, which was way too expensive. But I got it for 75% off. So that's more like what you'd pay at a sale price at Hobby Lobby. Well, 75% of $2 would be what, 50 cents? A little bit cheaper. So there wasn't a whole lot left. But I got maybe 10, close to 10 bottles. Now I have 3 prompts to do on these yet, of the Dirty Dozen. And it was add a border, add words, and hand draw something. And I don't think I can hand draw on here because this is pretty dark. I think when I make my tags, I might do that yet this morning. I'll have to figure out what I want to hand draw. Then I'll do something real simple and put on the back of the tags is where I'm going with that thought. And just glue it down. Maybe I'll hand draw Penelope. But I'd have to do a simplified version of her, and I don't do simple Penelope. Alright, let's get this cut in half so that I can use my trimmer on the rest of it. I'm going to have to put a new blade in this utility knife. And I'm going to have to turn this the other way because my camera stand is right in front of this desk. Hopefully I can match this up enough. It kind of went off a little, but that's okay. They're not going to be perfect. They're just fun. Fun tags. What are you doing tags for, Meri? Because I want just doing them for the fun of it. I've made journal covers. I've made cards now. Whoops. Kind of went off the line there, but that's okay. We'll take care of that later. So, I think I can cut it this way now. So let me measure off with my trimmer. Now I can sit down, catch up with chat. Let me get my trimmer out. What should I draw on the back of these? I'm going to draw it on toned paper, that tan toned paper. I'm going to draw it on here and attach it to the back. That'll be my prompt. Let's catch up with chat. Yeah, my last chat was, Meri, there's not enough time in the day for all the projects. That's true. Keeps me off the streets. That's where I last left off. Meri, I'm just dropping by, Bev says. Bye, Bev. You're a bit late because... Oh, hi, Bev. Bev from Oz. Hi. I'm catching up with chat. Azure said that the Vatican City is its own country. That's true, Azure. Meri went to Goodwill yesterday. The books were amazing. Gluing pages seemed sinful. It does seem. All those pages, those beautiful... I love the pictures. You know, when I get a book for recycling purposes, I always look at the pictures. And then when I bring it home, and I do read, in fact, sometimes I can't cut until I read, and especially like my Smithsonian magazines, I have a hard time fussy cutting those because I get so involved in reading it. But I have trouble gluing pictures together. However, I was watching somebody, and we've got some old calendars upstairs that belonged to my brother's significant other, and she, you know, there were about 4 or 5 of them, and she had written on the calendar text, but I think that you can glue those, tear them apart and glue the 2 calendar pages, the 2, you know, because her writing was just like all appointments and stuff like that. It wasn't anything that would be, you know, it was mostly like doctor appointments. And I'm going to glue those together and make a journal out of them because they're kind of neat calendars. Eva said, I've made 2 so far, but I'm making 3 more. Are you talking about ATCs? Does Tim Hook? Yes, and I think 33rd that I got the new, because the last time, I go to Hobby Lobby about once a month. What did I do with them? Here they are. I think I got the new paper dolls. I think these are the new ones that are out. They're what I'm going to use on my tags. So yeah, I think I got some people die cuts. Ruby was asking. Gargoyles. Thank you, Button. Thank you, Eva. Kimberly. Downtown Chicago has a lot of buildings with gargoyles. I'm catching up on chat. I spent a lot of time looking up at all the buildings when I went there the first time. You know, Button, if you're still in here, I have to laugh because you're talking about downtown Chicago and looking up at all the buildings. My very first time that I ever went to Chicago in the downtown area, I went with in fact, I went with my brother. And we went down to I was in high school, and of course I'm from a small town, and I was glad I was with my brother because that big city kind of scared me. And you got to understand, this is one of my first experiences in a big city, and this guy was walking down the street toward us, and about every 10 steps, he'd stop and kiss the sidewalk. I just go, what is this? You know, I kind of got behind my brother and go, I don't know about this. Every 5 or 10 steps, he'd stop and kiss the sidewalk. I'm going, all right, I don't know. So that's one of my first experiences about downtown Chicago. But yeah, I'm sure that there are really interesting architectural buildings there. Kimberly says, I missed Dee Dee yesterday, but it was worth it to hit the stores. Yeah, me too, Kimberly. I miss Dee Dee too. I love her society. When I watch Dee Dee's chat, it's usually, I try to hit her Society of Idea Collectors. And I like to, you know, I hate to say that a lot of times, I'll mention something because she started, Aunt Beck was in there, and Aunt Beck mentioned about, she saw that Dee Dee sent me one of her discs, completely surprised me. And Aunt Beck had said that she saw me showing it, and of course, you know, my name come up, so I had to chime in and thank her for everything. But sometimes when I'm watching Dee Dee's Society of Idea Collectors, I have to sit back and watch. I can't get involved in the chat too much because I miss what's going on in the videos. So sometimes, you know, sometimes it's good for me with Dee Dee too, is to watch her replays, especially Society of Idea Collectors, because, hey, I take notes. You fell asleep again? Well, your body probably needs that button. You're making one for Becky? I should make one for you, Eva. I got an extra gargoyle. Are you in my... No, I think I already sent you. And you were in one of mine. What were you in mine? I sent it off. The fall one? And Lisa hasn't assigned the coins yet. Maybe you'll be... I got... Yes, I got President... Well, I walked into Walmart yesterday and I was going to look at my shopping list on my phone, and there was that presidential alert. And this morning, I did not have my phone here, my old phone. I take it off of Wi-Fi when I'm not using it. And this morning, when I turned it on and turned on Wi-Fi... Well, I didn't even turn on Wi-Fi yet. I just, you know, woke up my phone, and there was that presidential alert sitting there waiting for me. You didn't get one button. Coins. It was Aunt Beck's coin swap. Did you get it? I think I mailed them off. I think I'm up with all the swaps now. I just got to get the Halloweens off. But I might send you a gargoyle one, Eva, because you send me stuff. Now I think I'm going to cut 2 3/4. I think I estimated at 3 though. I'm going to make my tags a little bigger. I'm going to make them at 3. I'm going to make them at 3, and I'm going to cut them this way, and then I'll cut them. Am I doing this right? I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm going to cut them 6 inches this way. So I need to cut them at 6, and then at 3 this way. All right, I just about goofed it. Cut it at 6 inches this way, and I'll get 2, 3. Yeah, I'm right. I'm not watching chat while I'm doing this. I better check and see if I'm live. This one I probably have to keep because I goofed up the cutting on it, but that happens. I'll have enough. Oh, and it didn't go through. Where are my scissors? Where's my... Yeah. Oh! I need a 10-foot long desk. this didn't go all the way through. I want to cut it. I didn't go through it all. Where's my ruler? Where's my ruler? Oh, it's right here. I'll have to be careful before I take that out. These are just tags for fun, so if they're not perfect, I don't care. There we go. Maybe I should leave that out. I need to clean up my space a little. It's getting to the point to where it's starting to bother me. I can't get anything done for the stuff sitting around my desk. So they're 6 inches that way, and I'm going to make them 3 inches this way. And we'll see what kind of tags we end up with here. But I thought I'd put some of those Tim Holtz dolls on there. Yep. See, this has collage on the front. Ooh, they're gonna be kind of neat. I think I'm going to like them in the end. Once you cut these things down and start making things out of it, things that, you know, those dirty dozens are kind of fun for cards and ATCs and coins and tags. And of course, if I stop using watercolor paper, I could probably even use it for journal backgrounds, but the watercolor paper is pretty thick. Alright, I'm cutting things here. Let's see, 6 inches this way. I'm going to have plenty of tags. More than enough. Maybe I'll make me a tag book. I don't know what I'll do with them. We'll think about it. I should be doing something else. I'm not inspired. I'm inspired to use my Dirty Dozen stuff. I'll catch up with chat here in a minute. Yeah, when you collage on the front of these, you have to make sure that it cuts pretty good, because it gets pretty thick in there, and I got glitter glue on them. Because glitter was one of the suggested prompts. Who suggested glitter last night? Whoever it was probably was not doing the Dirty Dozen. Let's make them do glitter. Fine. Fine. I got some glitter at the liquidation sale, glitter glue, so I used it. But I had to let it dry overnight. It takes all night to dry. I have to do borders on here. That I think I'll go ahead and make the tags first. Look at these. Wow, I'm going to have a stack of them, that's for sure. Maybe I'll send some in Happy Mail. But I can't do it until this one got cut a little larger. I don't know why that one got cut larger, which means one is skinny. One's a 1/4 inch too small, but that's okay. 2 1/4 inch, 2 3/4 inches is all right. I just rounded it off to 3 because it was easier to measure it. Yeah, I got a small one, and I got to trim off the collage paper here. I got another one to do. I'm not done yet. Let's see, I cut it at 6 this way. Oh, that's the edge. That's got the collage paper hanging off of the edge of it. Let's cut it this way. 6 this way. I'm probably boring you guys to no end. Sorry about that. But I get a lot done. I'll catch up with chat here in a second after I get these cut. Six. Yeah, I got a big pad of watercolor paper. I think I used my 40% coupon at Hobby Lobby, or it was on sale. I can't remember. But man, I've been using those pages for all my Dirty Dozens. I've been getting a lot of good use out of it because, well, you know, I don't have room to do big pictures on my walls. So they go for things like cards and tags and but I've sure gotten a lot of use out of that big watercolor pad. I probably have maybe 5 or 6 sheets left out of it. And I think I got another one that I haven't brought in the house yet. It was on sale. I go once a month to Hobby Lobby. It's my monthly shopping trip, except for the liquidation sale. I hit the liquidation sale this month. And I should get a YouTube payment this month. Yay! I'm thinking about taking my YouTube payment. I should save it for a computer, but I'm thinking about buying a printer, a cheap printer. Because I'm finding I want to print things off a lot lately. And I have to go to the library to print stuff off. So I might take my YouTube payment this month and buy me a printer. I don't know. I haven't quite decided. Not this week, this month. So I can thank you guys for that stuff. You bought me that Big Shot. When you guys come and watch my videos and do the thumbs up and comment and all of that, that helps. That helps. And I take the money that I get from YouTube, which isn't a whole lot. I get paid maybe once every 3 months. I take it and buy art supply with it. But I should be saving for a new computer, but yeah, I collaged on the front of this. And that glitter glue too. That glitter glue was in there. And I'll have to touch up the backs. Alright, this is the last one. Now I'll catch up with chat here. I got to get out my $5 sewing machine and thread it. I bought needles yesterday. Needles, and Becky, I had to laugh. She said, Mary, when you buy needles, buy a needle threader. I was struggling threading my needle the other day. And be sure you buy a needle threader, Mary. So I bought a needle threader, and I bought some hand sewing, some craft needles, and I bought some universal Smith. Tanya told me to get I think Tanya said she gets the Smith's brand needles, so I bought some machine needles. So I'm hoping that, well, let me put that back down there. Hold on a sec. Because I need to change out my desktop. I think you can see them better here. I'm going to keep boring you. I'm going to keep boring you. I want to clip the corners on these tags. Let's catch up with chat. Let's see what you guys are talking about while I'm chattering away. Yeah, Mary's famous words. Where's my scissors? That's true. Where are my scissors? They're here someplace. That's the other famous word. They're here someplace. I need to clean off this desk area. It's starting to bother me. Hi, Ian. Bye, Ian. Was Ian in here? Is he here, or did he come in and... Sorry, Ian. Hi to you. Good morning, Ian. Did you just come in, Ian, or have you been here all along and I missed it? Is he still here, or is he gone? Oh, you're here. Good morning, Ian. Or it's probably afternoon for you. Didn't want to block you there. This phone is kind of hard. Sometimes I barely touch it and it brings up that little alert thing. Where were you yesterday, Ian, that I was last... Oh, it was Monday. You were in Dee Dee's. She was doing her... Monday she did... I watched Dee Dee's day 1 of Inktober. And you were doing Inktober every now and then, I think. And she was giving you a hard time about it. Well, welcome, Ian. Ian, I need to put you on my international list. I'm making a list of all my international folks that come in on my early morning lives, and I need to update, get more paper. Ian from the UK. There you go. I'm getting quite a few of international folks here. Look at that. I love my internationals early in the morning. I get to know ya. All right, I'm just punching corner tabs here first on these tags. And I'm just doing them however, it doesn't matter. But I think these are going to make pretty tags. They're kind of dark, but I got these napkins. I got these at that liquidation sale. I don't know. I'm thinking I might just collage little bits on there. Maybe it'll bring it out just a little bit more. That blue, I think it was, somebody suggested blue paint. And I had to do it because it was a prompt, but I'm not sure I like the blue paint on these. I tried to go to a light, what am I doing? I'm doing this one. Jeri in here? Jeri, good morning. Hey, Jeri, I worked in my, I got to show Jeri what I did this morning. If I can find it. Oh, dear me. Everything's, what did I do with it? I was working on it this morning. I put it over here to dry. Jeri, I'm working on your page too, but I bored everybody. I bored everybody at the beginning. I have this box that we get our hamburgers in at the butcher, and I did your book text thing. I tore up a book this morning, so I got that from Jeri. So I saw her get out her tray of book text, and I go, I got to do that. So Jeri's got me started on that. I still have half the book to tear up yet, though. Then you can't tear them up and not use them. So I started, I'm letting it air dry. But I can't cover up my pictures, Jeri. So these churches are going to be part of my community. I think this is the Vatican, but I think that I'm going to paint or create a little, I went to a Lutheran church. I think I'm going to do a little church here in the background, a little red brick church. And maybe the general store and the post office and the library. I got to get the library in there because I go to the library a lot. And of course I'll do a house and people and flowers too. There probably won't, churches will probably really fall, the Vatican will fall, but I can't, this book has too many really nice pictures in here to throw out. So I'm working on your page, Jeri. I did that this morning. I'm not getting a whole lot done because I sat there tearing, and then I started cutting these tags from Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozen. Yeah, I can't cover up those pictures, Jeri. I just can't do it. But here's these are the tags that I'm making from the Dirty Dozen last night. And I'm going to put Tim Holt's paper dolls on here, maybe a flower die cut, and I've got these words that I got when Hobby Lobby had their big sale. Look, I got this package of words. It was $5. I got it for $1.25. That was earlier this year. I picked these up. So I thought I'd put these words on there. I've got to use this stuff up. So I'm making tags this morning. I think I have, well, let's see. I did 4 rows of, how many did I get across there? 3, 6, 4 rows of 4 times 6 would be 24. I have 24 tags. All right, let's catch up with chat since I'm, whoops. Kim, let's see, said good morning to Kim. Jeri said good morning, Ken. Button says, I found that this year a lot of challenges got me burnt out. Button, just do, I can get burned out with challenges too. You can see I get a lot of projects going. That's kind of me. I kind of go from one thing to another without finishing the, or the other thing is still in progress. But I get back to it. Like I have some glue books that I need to finish. But I'm one that's, I don't have to finish everything in a year. If I start something in 2018, if I don't get it done till 2020, I'm okay with that. I try to get my swaps done. But you can join so many challenges that you can burn out on them. Especially a month-long ones. I like the Inktober. I like doing Inktober. But when you do something every day, you can get burned out pretty fast. But usually on those ones with the day, if you do 2 in a day and give yourself a little breathing room, or catch up with 3 of them. So yeah, challenges can be challenging. I like the Inktober, and what is it? Ayaya Art, Alia, I can't pronounce her name, but she does those face challenges. And I do them in February, but she also does them in September. But I get so busy around September that I can't do. And I usually do, like, for my Inktober, I'm doing children's faces. So I kind of doing the faces anyway. So you kind of just have to pace yourself as to what you can handle. These are really turning out a lot better than once you get them cut, they're really turning out better than I thought. You get them cut, you don't see that big black area. You see more of the detail, like I'm seeing the roses there and the orange, and I'm happier with them cut into tags. And I'm still making cards. I'm making good progress on my cards. I had to stop last night for Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozen though. But I'll get my cards made. I might make another journal, but this tag is going to have to be trimmed. I'm just going to tear it off here. These are for me anyway. Let's trim this a little. This is for me anyway. Usually I keep the ones that I goof on. Cut this, trim it a little bit more here. Oops. I might send one of these to Aunt Beck just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it, I'm going to be sending her a Halloween coin anyway, or ATC gargoyle. I might just slip a tag in there. I'm just about done punching these. I hope I'm not boring you guys, but I'm getting a lot done. I get a lot done in the mornings. I do. I love these early mornings because I sit here and do my art. I get a lot done. I'm gonna... Last one. This one needs to be have the edge torn off here. Now, I need to empty that, but I'll do that after chat. Now I need to do the corner rounders. Let's catch up with chat. What are you guys talking about? Kimberly said, hi, Sue. Oh, Susan Hillis. Good morning, Susan. Yeah, Susan's got a Christmas tag swap coming up. I'm going to have to do a Christmas Dirty Dozen. I'm going to have to tell Aunt Beck, let's do a Christmas theme. And do it early so that I can do a tag for my December daily. Good morning, Susan Hillis. Plan to do them with my son so he can send some mail out. Ian said, so I did the World Watercolor Month. 29 faces, Inktober plus some others, but next year I'll be doing one in April using all acrylic paints. Which one is that you're doing in April, Ian? Are you still with us? You can, yeah, those challenges can be challenging when you do several of them. You can burn out on them. Diamond painting. I want to buy a set of 8 Christmas cards. That will be fun. I've been watching those diamond painting videos. That's kind of an interesting technique. You finished your diamond painting Tuesday night. Oh, Kimberly left. She didn't realize how late it got. Uh-oh, we kept her here. She's probably gone, but Kimberly, you're probably gone, but thanks for coming in. Have a great day. Thank you, Bev. She says she loves the tags. Monique says she has a cross-stitch project half done. Sorry. Sorry, I'm back. Ian says we are setting an acrylic April challenge, 1 painting a day. Who are you doing that with, Ian? Your April challenge. I might plan for it, depending. 1 painting a day. Wow, an entire painting? I guess if you could do one in your art journal, but you're probably doing it on canvas. Acrylic, you're doing acrylic. Might have to get set up. The Art Sherpa? Oh! Yeah, I might join in then. Is that something that you're doing publicly, or are you just doing that as a private challenge? Is that next April? If you're doing it with cinnamon, I might join in with you guys if it's a public challenge, if anybody can join. It kind of sounds fun, and if you're doing it next April, I could prepare. But a painting a day, I'd have to make it small, like a 5x7. I'm going to round the corners here, so I got to round the corners on my tags. It's getting close to 7 o'clock. I'm starting to buffer a lot. 7 o'clock, I start buffering. So I don't know how much. I usually try to stay on until about 7:30, not any later than 8 on my mornings. I need to go out. Yesterday when I went thrifting, I went to Goodwill, and they had this big bag of fabric scraps. Of course, you can't see what you're getting in those big bags, but it was not expensive. What is it, $2.99 or something like that? So I need to go out, I left them out in the car because I couldn't carry things in. And I'm going to launder them, and I'm going to follow along with Lisa's fabric book. Lisa at My Eclectic Life is, of course, she's way ahead. She took a sheet and made a fabric journal, and she just works on it every now and then in her streams, her Monday night streams. And I thought, that's cool. I'm going to follow along with that, and I found all those scraps. I don't have a lot of fabric because, well, I do up in Madison, but I didn't move all that stuff down here with me, so. But I think Lisa gets a lot of hers at the thrift store too. So I'm kind of curious. I thought I saw some men's ties in there. Let's see what Ian's talking about. I'll be doing it on watercolor and acrylic paper. I'm doing a challenge, unbox 1 carton a day in my new house, Jeri's saying. Jeri, that's funny. Well, that's a good goal, though. Unbox 1 carton a month. I mean, a day. That's a good goal. Gosh. How many boxes do you have? If you do 1 a day for 2 months, that's 60 boxes. That should get you done in a couple months. I have to laugh at Jeri. We are setting an acrylic April challenge. 1 painting a day for each day. I'm reading Ian's chats. Hi, Linda. Welcome, Linda McAllister. I just saw you pop in. I'm making tags this morning. I worked in Jeri's altered book, but I can't do much until it dries. I'm just letting it air dry. I might get out some of those paper dolls yet and put on here before I leave this morning, depending on how much double-sided tape I can find. I've been using all my double-sided tape on those cards. I don't like to use a lot of wet media on cards because they crinkle. So I've been using I get my Ms. Sparkles double-sided tape at Joann's at the $2 box. And I rate it. These are really going to turn out nice, I think. A lot nicer than I expected. Just about done punching here. Yeah, I think that I might do a canvas. If it's next April, Ian, I might just get some canvas and make it like 5x7 or 8. No, 8x10 is a little too big for me for that, but maybe a 5x7 and make a book. Prime the canvas, and do a book, a painting a day would be fun. All right. Of course, I would be using my Deco Arts craft paint probably for that. All right, let's get out the paper dolls here and maybe the words. And double-sided tape. I've got just a little left here. I've got to get me some more. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. That's washi tape. I have to go over here and get some. Yeah, I rated this is a 1/2 inch stuff, but it might still work. I rated their Joann's $2 box for this double-sided tape. It's open to the public? Thank you, Ian. I'll watch for that. You'll probably announce it in the Creative Arts Collaboration group. So I'll probably see it there. April is good because, you know, that gets us past all the December dailies and ending 2000. It usually takes me a month to close out the previous year. Oh, I'm sorry, Button. Take a big swallow of water, wash it down. Yeah, Linda, tags are fun to do. McLinda. You have a lot of boxes to unbox. Well, if you do a box a day for every day, of course you want to stop and have a breather too. But gosh, you'd have 90 of them done in 3 months. And I'll bet you that if you started doing your box a day, I'll bet you'd work up to 2 boxes a day. Because you can't stop with just 1 box. Find the opening to these. I think these are the newer paper dolls. I think I got lucky and found some at Hobby Lobby. Because they don't look like the older ones. Boy, they pack them in there. I love that. He gives you your value for your money here. They give you the value for your money. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I've seen this one before. Some of them are older, but this is a new one. This one is... I've seen this one before. Some of them are the same. Maybe I got the older ones, but I don't recognize some of these. Recognize the little girls. I like my little girls and the little boys. No, I think these are... Well, no, because I've never seen this one before either. It's a mixture. It's a mixture. So I think these are the newer ones that are out. But they're good to you on giving you a lot of paper dolls to use. I use him. Alright, I have to have 24 of them. So let me just count them out. 1, 2, that's 3. That's a little small. They fit. That'll fit, but it's almost too big. The larger ones, I need the medium-sized ones. 4. The smaller ones I'll save for smaller tags and butterflies. But they're generous. I love my paper dolls. And they're generous. They're generous with these. For $6, you get a good amount. And I appreciate that. I appreciate it, Mr. Tim Holtz. Now these are kind of large, but they'll fit on that tag, so maybe I'll keep him out. That's a cool one. Yeah, these have to be the newer one. I see some, like this one I've seen before, and this one I've seen before, so I think it's a mixture. These I haven't seen before. This is a new one. Oh, I have to show you. Hold on a sec. Let me go over here. I went to that liquidation sale. Let's see. Did she put them in here? Let's see where she put them. Oh, I'm good reaching in the bag. I want to see here. These were 75% off of $6.50. Well, just divide 4 into $6.50 would be $1.25, about $1.60 for this. It was originally $6.50 for this notepad, but you're paying for the uniqueness of it. I paid $1.25 for it. I couldn't pay $6.50 for a notepad. But these were so cute, and they weren't selling. I'm going, they're 75% off. I like that liquidation sales. Too bad that they don't liquidate every year. Sell out your inventory and get new stuff like Hobby Lobby does. I probably spent all my craft money at that liquidation sale, but you know, you just can't. I want to see what the pages are like. The cover's pretty, but I want to see if the pages are as pretty as the cover, or if they're just plain. They're on a little hanger, kind of cute. Oh, they packed it up good. All right, you're going to discover this right along with me, how it looks on the inside. Here it goes. Oh, it's kind of really faint, but it's there. Here, let me show you. It's faint, but you can still see the dress pattern. But it's faint, so you can write on it. I kind of like that. For $1.25, that's fair for $1.25. $6.50 is too much. Really, really faint, but I can still see the pattern. A lot of sheets, yes. Does it say how? 75 sheets. See, here's, maybe if you look at it, see, here's the back, which is all plain, and then here's the front, so you can kind of see the pattern of the dress. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it at $6.50. Oh, let me show you what else I got. They're packed in here. I got some felt squares, but I'm getting them out. Hold the phone. Let me get to them. I got some envelopes. I got another one here. Hold on. These stamps were on sale because I think they used them. I mean, this was on a big old table, and you won't go scrunging through the table. But it's the Queen Bee. It was originally $8. I paid $2 for it, but it was used. But I still like it. I mean, that's how I would leave it. And then this one was not used, but there was no marking on it, so she sold it to me for $1.75, which I thought was good. And this is $7.25, so it's a little under $2. And this was clean, and it's the queen of everything. This is a Mary Engelbright. One more, the Egyptian. It was an unmarked one too. I think she charged me $2.75 for these unmarked ones, which was okay for a stamp. Bye, Jeri. Have a good morning. Are you buffering? 33rd, when you start buffering, I start losing my data connection, so be careful, guys. Welcome to everybody who's come in here. So, you know, I don't usually buy stamps like this. You know, $8 or $10. Now, but I watch at Hobby Lobby. I've been getting these at Hobby Lobby. Like, this was a $5 stamp, and I got it for $2.50. And then there was a $10 stamp. It's over across the room. I can't get it, but it was kind of like a flourish stamp. It was a $10 stamp, and it was half off. Hobby Lobby had a sale, so I've been kind of stocking up on my stamps. Hi, Roberta. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I like these Egyptian ones. And this is just kind of like a background stamp. In fact, I used this one. I used this one on my, you can barely see it in here. I used it on my Dirty Dozen last night, right in, you can see it there. So, yeah, that liquidation sale really, I took advantage of it this month, but that's what you do if you, I mean, it isn't like they liquidate every year. So let me sit down here. What time is it getting? I was counting out my paper dolls. Let's see what's going on here. Background stamps, yeah. Roberta came in. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Roberta. Jeri had to go start her day. She's unpacking boxes. 1 box a day, Jeri, but I'll bet you do more. Hi, Wolfie. I didn't see you come in. Hello, hello. Moving is the worst. Army wife here. We've moved often enough. Yeah, I've moved a lot, but I'm kind of settling down now. Let's see, how many do I need? 24. I was counting out these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some of these are too small. 10. That one's almost too large for the tag. We'll think about it. This one's almost too large. I love it though. Gentleman, 11, 12, 13. I like Tim Holtz with these dies though. He does not cheat you on these dies. Hey, it's a good value for $6, and then if you use a coupon, 40% off of $6 would be just about what? $3.75, something like that. It's a pretty good value. I'm getting a lot of men. He'll fit. I lost count again. Oh, she's pretty. I like her. Couple little girls. Yeah. Good value for these paper dolls, Tim Holtz. I have good things to say about these paper dolls. And I've got some little tiny tags that I jelly printed that I could use these on. But we'll see. I'm sorting out the medium ones. You're too big. You're a little big. That might fit. This one fits better though. So, I'm getting a lot done this morning. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting a lot done. A lot of you are, ooh, I love this one. I love this one. How cool is that? I'm getting down to the little ones now, I think. I certainly have 24 of them. Tim Holtz, good job on the paper dolls. More, please. More, please. If he did a new packet every year, I'd be happy. I was sketching from them. When he did those photos, those found relative photos, I was sketching from those, but I'm not sketching from these. Let me put these others back, and then I'll decide what I want to use. What did I do with my bag here? Let's put these in here. Yeah, he gives you a good value. Good value for your money. And you know, when you use them for art, it's nice to have these around. That's not a paper doll. What is that? Looks like an offcut of something. You'll put it in there. Lord, these are too large for my... Too small and too large, said Goldilocks. I'll try this bed. And it's too large. Papa Bear bed, and so she went and laid down in Mama Bear's bed, and that was too large. But then she went to Baby Bear's bed, and it just fit. Story time. Mary's fairy tales, reading fairy tales all about Goldilocks. Alright, I was thinking about the size here, the small ones and the large ones. So I know I'm boring you. I need 24 of these, and I'm sure I have them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Woohoo! So let's just do 1 or 2 tags here. I won't do the whole thing, but let's do some of these ladies. I like these ladies. I like this one. Let's find a pretty tag to put her on. Ooh, I like that. And let's find some words. Now this I got at the liquidation sale for $1.25. It looks like it'd been opened and closed again. Or it's taped shut here. So I would imagine some of those words are gone. But that's okay. I'll use what's left for $1.25? That's worth it. That's worth it. This is a Hobby Lobby sale. I said the liquidation. I meant the Hobby Lobby. Let's see. I need a word for her. Oh, he's really packed that good. See possibility everywhere. Embrace the journey. Find a good word for her. Home found. Lucky is a state of mind. Genuine curiosity. I kind of like embrace the journey. Etc. Story lost. Dwell in possibility. Believe in yourself. I like that. See the world story. Find joy in the ordinary. Take the scenic route. Wander. Trust your heart. Listen to your heart. Remember this. I like that. Remember this. You know, yeah, what do I want to do to this? Let's put all these words over here. Kind of get them out of my way. I'll put them away after chat. I want to do at least 1 tag here. 1 tag. Let's get these out of the way. I want to do 1 tag. Maybe I'll use this ribbon on it, since I have it out. I've been using that ribbon to make flowers for my cards. Let's do a punch. Let's just do 1 tag. I'll do this one. Let's kind of punch a hole in it. Now I do have the little round things, but I'm not going to fool with it. And what I'm going to do is cut a length of ribbon, maybe about like this. Where are my scissors? I'll use these. And then I pull the little wires out. for this and for my flowers. I've been pulling the little wire out. And then I fold it in half. Oh, it needs a little touch up in the back. Oh, how fun. And then she'll go on here. You know what, though? I have some... where are they? I'm looking for them. They were here. Because I was using them on my cards. I have some of those flowers. Oh, they're right here on my desk. I was using these on my cards, but I won't be using all of the flowers. I'm going to put a flower on there. I love Tim Holtz die cuts. They're worth what you pay for. She needs a flower. That's too big. Let's get a smaller one. This one's pretty. Maybe put it behind her like that. Remember this? I want something else. Let's see. Be brave. Notes. Be authentic. One of a kind. There we go. One of a kind. I like that. But I want it... I wanted a color just a little. How about this? I got just a little bit of this Delusions spray. I'm just going to kind of spray it on here and see if it'll soak in. Going to use my finger. Yeah. And I think these are stickers, but I'm going to put it on with glue. That was a painty paper that somebody sent to me. I was going to use it in background. Mary's just chattering away here. Let's put these on. I'm just about done here. I'm only going to make one tag here. I'll make the rest of them later. Use my double-sided tape. Just using up Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozen pages. They're so fun to do. Boy, that really soaked in. That soaked in. Can hardly tell that I put that on there. How do I want to do this? Maybe like that. Like that. And then, welcome to everybody who's come in. I'm sure I'd miss saying hello to somebody. Sorry. But I'm getting a lot done. It's Thursday morning. The weekend's about here. The weekend's coming. Yeah. Maybe I'll send this to Aunt Beck. Does Aunt Beck come in? Has anybody seen Aunt Beck come in? I'm way behind in chat. Janet's here. Hi, Janet. Good morning, Janet. Kimberly, Janet, Button. Boy, you guys are chatting away without me. Button, Janet. I haven't seen Aunt Beck this morning. She must be recuperating from her dirty dozen last night. Hi, AJ. Good morning, good morning. Wolfie says, my library has a free bin. I always look at... Oh, I brought home library books yesterday, Wolfie. I'm going to have to color this just a little bit more. That soaked right in. That was... Here, I got some distress stain. We'll see if that soaks in. This is Rusty Hinge. Yeah, I think that's good. One of a kind. I thought these were stickers, but I can't peel. Oh yeah, is it coming off? Maybe not. They're cardboard. You know what? I'm going to take one of these off, make it a little thinner, so it's not quite so thick. And then I'll use my double-sided tape. Yeah. Yeah. Who's the other one? Barb. I have to send mail to Barb in Canada and Aunt Beck for my Halloween things. Maybe I'll give them a tag. One of a kind. Since I got 24 tags. Now, the only thing I want to do here is clean up the side. Let's put a little black. Yeah. I'm crafting away here this morning. I'm having fun. There's a smear black on here. Now, since this was from the Dirty Dozen, I really need to do a drawing, hand drawing and border. So, let's put this down. Border, 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 border. I've got some washi tape out here. I don't want, I had that thin. Oh, you should see my desk. It's, it's a mess. It's a mess. I've been creating, but when it gets like this, I can't find anything. I had some of that thin. Of course, when you want it, it's gone. That's pretty, but that's too wide. It probably fell on the floor, just like my palette knife did. I'm looking for some thinner washi tape. Here, I've got this Rubens. Except it's got words on it. I'm looking, maybe some of this. This will be pretty, that pink, maybe. Oh, my desk, it's a horrible mess. I need to get this out of the package anyway. It takes up a lot of space in my little plastic container. Let's take these out. Boy, they do those up good. Let's see, I was thinking this pretty pink one along the edge. Oh, it says, make it happen. I don't want words. This is an orange one. That's okay. That would be kind of Halloweeny. This is a red one. Gold. I like the gold. We'll put the gold on there. This is the only tag I'm going to make. This will be my last thing. And then I've got to let you guys go. Then I'll make another tag for, well, as soon as I find the beginning. So hard to find the beginning on these things. There it is. I should have put that on before I tied, but oh well. Maybe I'll take this off and put it back in. I don't have to take it completely out. Boy, I tied that good. Let's trim this up a bit. I'm busy playing. I don't know how this is going to stay on that good, but we'll see. We will see. I don't think Aunt Beck is in here this morning, so I think I can tell you that this is for her. I don't think she'll watch the replay. She's a busy lady. She's probably getting ready to go down to their other house this week. Hi, Life Mix. Welcome. You've been lurking with breakfast. Thank you. She said your tags are lovely. Thank you. I don't know how this is going to go on here as far as the washi tape. I'm hoping that it sticks, but I'm trying it. I'm trying it. I'm putting extra glue on. If Aunt Beck gets it and falls apart, she can blame Meri for poor art construction. Meri, you just need to learn how to do things better. Oh! Well, that's down there. I'm going to have trouble with that. Might have to skip that. Should have put this washi on tape. Well, see, I'll know for the next tags to put the washi tape on before I put the other stuff on. Maybe I can slip it. Oh, I did. Of course, now I got a curved corner. See, I didn't think ahead. I curved these off. Maybe I can cut around it. Let's tie this back again. I'm having all sorts of fun with this stuff. One of a kind. I don't know if I like that. You know, I'm tempted to leave it. Would it look weird just to have the washi on the top and one side? Because if I do it on all sides, it's going to kind of block it in. Let's see how I like it. I kind of like it like that. But then, no, I guess I'll put it down. We'll just finish it up. On mine, I might do it like that. Just kind of leave it artsy like that. This one I'm giving away. Yeah. Oh, my glue went over the cliff. Oh no. I'm going to have to dig out another glue stick. I'll have to dig it out. I'm not going to dig it out now. My glue fell over the cliff. When I say it went over the cliff, it rolled right off the top of my desk. Where did it go? Did it? No, I can't reach it. Well, I got another one here. Thanks to Tanya and Lisa. I did find some, though. Our Walmart finally got them in, but they're gone now. These extreme glue sticks. They get them once a year, I think, and they're gone before you know it. And Lisa and Tanya sent me some. Bless their hearts. And I like this extreme liquid glue. I found some of that, I think at Joanne. No, that was a Hobby Lobby. But it's gone too. I don't know, they must only do that extreme glue once a year. Too bad, because it's good stuff. I'm hoping that this works. Whoops, my fingers are sticky. My fingers are sticky. Let me put a little hand sanitizer on them. Yeah, I guess I'm liking it. I don't know if I'll have enough for another tag. I might. This is just Dollar Tree washi tape. Dollar Tree tape. That's why I'm using glue. It's kind of funny to have to glue your tape down. I like that. She needs a charm. She needs a charm. Of course. Of course. I'll have to... I got the pumpkin charms, but I got a few of those dragonfly charms. I'll have to dig them out. I can't, they're not right available here. I'll put a dragonfly charm on her. She needs a charm, and she needs something on that. We're supposed to hand draw, and I was going to hand draw my paper towels. Went across the room again. I was going to hand draw on this. I need to get things organized here. I got too many projects going. When I want to hand draw, I'm not going to put this on here. I'm not going to put this on here, but I'm going to hand draw this dragonfly. Because this is mine. This will go, this is almost too... Oh, I broke his tail off. Well, it's mine now. I broke his tail. I was thinking I wanted to bend it some shape. I broke the poor dragonfly's tail off. I won't give that away. I wanted to use it as a model. It's mine now. It's yours now, Mary. Maybe I can mend him together. How did I break that? This can't be brass. If it's brass, it's pretty thin in there. I'm thinking maybe I can glue that back together, but I'm not going to do it now. I just want to draw real fast, nothing big, nothing fancy. Just draw some wings and a body. And I'm using this as a model. And some eyes. And this wing actually has like that. I broke the dragonfly. I was saying, it's mine, it's mine. And so fate said, well, if you want it, I'll break it for you. If you're not going to give it away, I'll break it for you. And this kind of comes out this way. I didn't pay a whole lot for that. I got this, I think I paid 50 cents for it. It's probably why it broke. I like my drawing better anyway. Right, Mary? Alright, now I'm going to draw the little tail here, which is kind of like this. Poor little dragonfly. And he's got little round. I'm arting. I'm doing my art. I'll catch up with chat later. I want to get this dragonfly done because I want to put hand drawn. One of the prompts on the Dirty Dozen was hand draw. So I'm going to hand draw on these tags this little dragonfly creature. Only he's going to have his tail's going to kind of curve because in real life it broke. Now, these lines kind of come out this way. And since I'm using a pen that has water-soluble ink, let's see what I can do here. This will go on the back of my tag. I'm giving this tag away. Thank you. Hi, Aunt Beck. Good morning. Good morning, Aunt Beck. Did you get the kitties all fed and settled in for the day? Alright, we're going to leave it like that. Poor little dragonfly. I wonder if I can mend that with like super glue or something. If I leave it alone, just mend it, put it like that. I'll try it later. Poor little dragonfly. Now, I think what I'll do is, will he fit on here? Yeah. I'm going to tear it. Aunt Beck, I made tags. I'm making tags out of the Dirty Dozen from last night. I bored everybody, but I've got 24 tags here to do. I've got a good start on my cards. I'll get those done. I have to tear this to fit this. Maybe even tear it a little more. Hand draw. Hand draw. So I'll be hand drawing 24 dragonflies to go on the back of these tags. Well, this is the first one. I'll have to make better use of my paper. I might draw some on painting paper. That would be fun. That would be fun. Because I kind of wasted that. Let's... Oh, this desk is a mess. I want to put some of this rusty hinge on the edge. Yeah. Woohoo! There we go. Oh, got some in there. Well, let's just... Where's my brush? Let's put some rusty hinge in there. I'm just having too much fun this morning. Too much fun. I don't want to quit. I could go on all morning. I could do this all morning. I got a little, I think I'll put some around him because I goofed. Maybe I'll put a little water. I should just take the cap off this and use it as a watercolor. I like drawing with this distress stain. I need a bushier brush. I need a bushier brush. I can't stop. Help, I can't stop. Becky, we're up. We were up until after 2 this morning. We were bad and went to the cookout for a midnight meal. Oh, Becky! And we regretted getting it and we had to stay up late to let us out. Oh, Aunt Beck. Naughty, naughty, naughty. But did you have fun? Did you have fun? If you had fun, that's the important thing. There's my hand-drawn dragonfly. He's going to go on the back of this tag because that's part of the Dirty Dozen prompt. You should see my desk. It's a mess in here. I'm going to have to dry this just a little. Like those distress stains for... I like to draw with them, to tell you the truth. Alright, let's put it on the back. Oh, it's a little bit too big. I'm going to have to tear it down a little. Well, let's get it done. Let's get her done. It won't hurt to tear it down a little. We'll leave the wings. We already broke the tail off of our poor dragonfly. We'll clip his wings. And tear it this way a little too. I'll have to redo the edge here. Should have measured first. Should have measured first. This is my first tag, so I'm learning my lessons. There, it fits. Oh, I'm liking that. Let's do the edge. I could be doing this all morning. I don't want to stop. There. That wasn't so bad. Now I need to I knocked my glue off over, my glue stick over the cliff. So I used this one. Got to dig that out this morning. Can't leave that out there. It's got the cap off of it. It'll dry out on me. I got an idea for these empty ones. I got an idea. You'll be seeing it one of these days. Let's put this on here. Yeah. There we go. There we go. One of a kind. I need some black around the edges here. I could be working on this all morning. I don't want to stop. I'm having too much fun. She's about done. Let's see. I need my bigger marker here. What? Wait a minute. The cap is stuck on there. It's not coming off. What is this? There. Whoa. Alright, I want to do the edge. You can tell I got up at 4 this morning. I'm starting to get a little tired here. But I could go all morning. I'm having too much fun doing this tag. She is just about done. And I got 23 more to go. Oh, I kind of like that. Let's do this. Hold it, let me do it here. Okay, let me. Yeah, that's going good. I didn't know I could mark over that glitter tape. I'm having too much fun. Too much fun. Whoops. I goofed that. I goofed we'll just make it a real thin line. If you goof, just pretend like it was supposed to be that way. I'm liking it. I am liking it. I'm about done. Unless I think of something else, but I think I'm about done. I put that tape down. I hope that holds. All right. Where's that cap that I couldn't get off? I think the only thing I have left to do here is to sign and date it. October the 4th, 2018. All right. Thank you guys for coming in. Let's see what's going on in chat. Beck says, oh Ruby, I love the pit pens. They are Indian ink markers. By Faber-Castell. Yeah, I got a, here, let me show you. Here, I got one right here that I got on sale at Hobby Lobby. This is the biggie one. Paid $1.29 for it, and it works beautiful. I've had it for quite a while too, and it's still going. I was wary because when they just throw them in the bin like that for clearance, you never know if they're dried out or what, you know. But I bought it. I took a chance and bought it, and I don't regret it. So this morning I tore up text pages and glued them down. And I cut all these tags. We sorted out the paper dolls, and I made a tag. That's about all I got done this morning. That wasn't a lot, was it? I still got a list here. Where's my pen? Tear book pages. Yeah. Oh, I painted the box lid. So we got that done. I painted the box lid, cut background tags. I worked in Jeri's book, so I got a lot done. And I worked on one tag. I still had the carved stamps. Oh, gargoyle ATCs. I want to do one more gargoyle ATC, but that's kind of... So I got everything done except for 2 things on my list. Aunt Beck started making a list last night. I'm so proud of her. So, it's getting late. Let's see what time it is. Getting to be. Oh, I've been going for almost 3 hours. It's almost 8 o'clock. Thank you. Thank you, AJ. Here it is. That's kind of that liquidation sale ribbon. I really do like it on there. Just perfect. So, yeah, thanks Rosita for coming. Yeah, me too, Aunt Beck. Go get some rest. You were up late last night going out and eating. I'm going to go have me a piece of peach pie. I'm hungry for peach pie. I'm going to have it with my coffee. So, thank you guys for coming in. Have a great day. The weekend's coming. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Take care of your pets. And Aunt Beck, take care of your kitties. And take care of your world. Do a little art. Find just a little time to do just a little art. And if you can't, if you're working and you're stressed, just breathe. The weekend's coming. Animal Day today, Linda says. Okay, everybody, goodbye. Have a great day. Thanks for coming. You make my mornings. You make my mornings worth getting up. All right, bye.